So if there's a maintenance order and it's not being paid, it's something that the courts will take a very dim view on, because obviously the initial application was made by the primary care because they needed that extra source of money for the children. If your maintenance is not being paid, you can go to the district court and you can make an application for a breach of a maintenance order, or you can seek that a debtor summons be issued against the person who is supposed to but has failed to pay the maintenance. This is taken as a very serious breach in the courts, because the court's view is maintenance is for the benefit of the children, and again the parents are using it as a point scoring exercise. There is options available. Secure them in the district court. So when it comes to the financials of a family law case, divorce or judicial separation, I think there's somewhat of a myth that it's going to be 50-50 down the middle, equal share, division of everything. In reality, that's not how it is. What has to be looked at is proper provision for both parties, particularly where one of the parties is going to have the kids living with them. That's what the courts will look at. So if you're legal aid client or if you're a multimillionaire client, proper provision for the parties is what it looks at. The simple way to look at it is like this. It was one house with two incomes. It's now two houses with one income. In the district court, with regards to custody applications, generally the applicant and the respondent wouldn't have been married. So there would be an application by, generally in most cases, by dad, to have him appointed as a joint custodian with mum. That's a separate application. It's done in the district court, and both parties have to attend and either agree before you go in that joint custody can be granted, or else if there's an objection, set out why the court shouldn't consider an application for joint custody in the best interests of the child, not in the best interests of the adults. Where a couple are married and the child is born while they're still married, there's automatic joint custody in Ireland. So with regards to divorce and judicial separation, sometimes the court is asked to decide if the parties are to retain joint custody or if one mum or dad are to have sole custody. What we've seen is that in the best interests of the children, which the court has to look at, is that joint shared custody is maintained even after the divorce is granted.